25 seconds left. Gets it to Long. Here's Crilly right in the lane. Can't get the shot. Backs off. 15 seconds. Garofalo near half court. Tipped away. She gets it back. Gets it to Lewis. 7 seconds. Crilly can't get the three. Garofalo feeds Lewis in the lane. She hits it with 2 seconds left. Over. Timeout called by Sacred Heart.
Now at halftime is Holy Spirit girls coach Dennis Smith, a disheveled, sweaty Dennis Smith, even an hour after his game, and you can understand why. His big forward, Gina Lewis, knocked down a foul line area jumper with 2.1 seconds left to give his team a 39-38 win over Sacred Heart in the girls' game. And Dennis, I got to imagine that games like the one you just coached in are exactly why you want to coach.
Oh, it's always, and Brian, it's funny that you say it that way, because we've always talked about, when I was at Cherry Hill East and we would have these types of games in the Olympic Conference on a nightly basis, we used to say, this is why we do this. We do this for these types of games. So it was one of those things. It was just a great shot by Gina, and one of those things that we said anybody on the floor could have taken that shot for us. That's the one thing about us this year, is that you can't just settle on one person.
Well, the one thing that I thought that was interesting about that play was your kids showed a lot of composure, because there were a lot of people in the stands, all the know-it-alls, screaming and yelling, shoot, shoot, shoot. And I guess it was Garofalo drove the baseline, help came, she dissed it to Lewis, and she very calmly, like your kids, obviously you must practice end-of-game situations a lot. I think a lot of times when you don't practice it, teams don't realize that, 10 seconds is a long time. And there were so many people, at the end of the game there was about a couple hundred people yelling, shoot, 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 and you had plenty of time and got the game winner with 2 seconds left.
Well, and the thing about it is, and what we had talked about in a timeout previous to that, is that we wanted to take the last shot. I wanted to have it, win or lose, we were taking the last shot, because I didn't want to give them an opportunity to get a good look at any point. And that's why I feel very confident, both offensively and defensively, but with our senior-laden team on the floor, I feel that we taking that last shot, we're going to be in a better position and leave them with less than 2 seconds or 2 seconds to try to get a shot off and go the length of the floor.
And Dennis, I know some people go either way on this, but I look at it as, I think you got to feel a much greater sense of satisfaction to win the Cape Atlantic League title after having had to play 3 games to win it. Before it was 2 conferences, you won your conference, you played 1 game, that was it. Obviously, you had to beat 2 really good basketball teams just to get to this game, and then a good basketball team in the final to win it.
Well, and last year we were the 3 seed coming into the playoffs anyway, so we were going to have to play that. If we had gotten here, we would have had to play 3 games anyway. I love the way that they set it up, that nobody has an extreme advantage, because nobody's got that bye now. So everybody has to play 3 games to get here, and Sacred Heart had to do the same thing. They had to beat 2 really good teams to get to the spot where they were, coming out as the 5 seed. We were the 3 seed, but we still had to beat Millville, who was dangerous with Lexi Bruno, and we had to beat Cedar Creek on a neutral floor in that game. Like I said to the girls after the game, I said, you guys supposed to be trying to take me out on a stretcher, because you said we went down 10 in that game in the 4th quarter and won it. Went down 8 tonight in the 4th quarter, and we won that.
All right, so Dennis Smith, we appreciate you coming on. Congratulations. His Holy Spirit girls basketball team wins it 39-38 over Sacred Heart in the girls Cape Atlantic League championship game. Dennis, thanks a lot for coming on.
Guys, thank you.
You got it.